2025 is a huge year for Wilson Golf. We've taken a trip down to the K Club to see what DYNAPOWER Carbon has to offer you for this season. We're here looking at the new Wilson DYNAPOWER range for 2025. Here with Connor, who will do all the fits here in Ireland. Connor, how are you keeping? All good?
Very good, Peter, yeah. Very good, thank you.
Talk to me about the evolution of DYNAPOWER. Wilson has obviously gone through a revolution in the top end of the bag over the last few years. Like, players like me, they're synonymous with making great irons. Always have done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Woods, not so much. DYNAPOWER last year was a step in the right direction.
Yep.
Opened up to a lot more people, but this year just seems a whole different level that you can custom fit and offer like pretty much any player in the market.
Yeah, absolutely. We brought out the original DYNAPOWER 2 years ago, which just had the titanium head and the standard carbon head. This year we have the addition of the LS head, which is in your hand there, and we've added weight ports to the back ends of the front of both the LS and the carbon. So we're giving the players three options. We're giving the max, which is high launch, higher spin, carbon mid launch, mid spin. Then we have the LS, which is low launch, low spin.
So it's the first time you've went for three heads in the overall bracket in that sort of way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's talk through the tech in each head, I suppose. They've changed a lot with this. The acoustics is one thing that stuck out with me that has really changed this. So let's talk that first. And then we'll get into shared tech over the three heads and what's in all of them. So they've done stuff with the face, they've done a bit of weight moving around, we'll get into that. But let's talk acoustics. What are you hearing in this driver that you kind of haven't heard in the one before?
I think the max is probably like the louder of the three. Again, because it's an all titanium head. Like you said, it's a hollow hosel, so there's a lot of space in there. So it does make a good, impactful sound. It's not off-putting. It sounds powerful. It sounds fast. The carbon and the LS is a little bit more muted because obviously it's got carbon. It's going to dampen that echo. It's almost like an echo chamber inside.
The only reason I bring up sound is because sound is feel to a lot of people. What they hear is what they feel.
Yeah.
And that's the sense I got off this when I did hit it, especially the carbon. It just feels soft, nice, it covers the ball well, and it does have a lot more pop than we had last year.
Yeah.
I know from, I suppose, meeting the guys over at Wilson, a lot of work has been done in this to take it. It's not just gone from DYNAPOWER to DYNAPOWER Carbon. They've done a lot of work in the heel of this club. They've stripped a lot of weight out there.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, what they were saying to me was stripped a lot of weight out there, put that discretionary weight somewhere else. But what that's done is given this face a lot more flex. They've used AI to see exactly where they take that weight from, where they put it in again, which has given the extra weight ports and stuff like that. Exactly. How have you found that from a fitting point of view?
We found the carbon face a lot more forgiving from the low heel to high toe. Last year's version, while it was very good and performed very, very well, it was very fast out of the middle. When you got it low heel, high toe, it did drop off a little bit. So that's what the guys looked at for this edition, and we've moved more weight to the peripherals as well with that Packer face or that Packer 360 face, giving us more effective strike areas all over the face. So we're finding now if you do get one, if you're fortunate to get one low heel, high toe, it doesn't want to dip or drop out of the sky as much. It wants to maintain that spin.
You just get more pop across the face.
More pop. They reckon they've added 600 RPM extra over last year's, or the last version, to the low heel, high toe. So a lot more forgiving.
So for you as a fitter, talking to the general public about the full range, what would your one bit of advice if you're looking to buy a Wilson driver for this year?
Try them all. That would be my honest advice, is try them all, because like we tend to pigeonhole players and say, oh, so-and-so's X handicap, right, straight away we're going to think this, and we get bogged down that. But like you've said yourself, the carbon is performing very well, the LS is performing really well. So just come out, try them all, contact your local pro or your local stockist, get a fitting, or just keep an eye on our fitting days up and down the country this year as well, and just try everything.
Perfect. Well, you're going to fit me now for the driver. I've already had a little bit of a fit, but we're going to get stuck in anyway and see what we land on for me.
Cool. Let's do it.
Perfect. Thanks, Connor.
100%.
Right, we have went through the whole process. I have ended up, as I suspected, in the carbon head, the core head. In a 9 degree, we've cranked it up to 10.
10, yep.
And we've gone with a Ventus 5S TR blue shaft.
Correct.
How have we landed at this? It felt really good.
Yeah,
for me.
We started off with a slightly lighter shaft in the heliums, and it was a little bit unstable at the bottom for you. So we were seeing slightly higher spin numbers, and we weren't seeing the ball speeds that we know you can get. So we tried a few options, and we landed on the Ventus TR, giving you better ball speed, giving you a good consistent launch angle, as you can see, about 14.5 with every shot, and really low flat spin rate. So that's maximising your carry.
One thing that stood out for me, like I get fit so much for so many different clubs, and Wilson has never really come to the top table for me as a player, as in something that I look down at, I like, and performs in the same number, in the same spectrum as all the big boys in the driver category. This does stand toe to toe. For me, that's as good as anything I've hit. Would I game it? Maybe.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no drawback in this. Like, and that's one thing consumers really need to be mindful of.
Yeah. I think when a consumer goes for fitting, it's a good idea to leave your, not to say leave your ego, but leave your ideas at the door, go in and be fitted, and let the fitter put that drive in your hands. Let them put all the options in your hand and give it a shot. You will be pleasantly surprised. I've done a lot of testing with some good players in the last 4 or 5 months, testing drivers, and they're using other brands, and we're matching ball speeds, we're beating ball speeds. Some guys are going, Jesus, I want to put this in the bag straight away. It does. It like pound for pound, I'm going to say that's the best driver in the market. I mean, it genuinely is. Just if the consumer, the players can get out there, give it a go, try it, and you'll be so surprised and amazed by it. And just, join Team Wilson.
Right, so there we have it. Dynapower for Wilson 2025. This club retails for in around the 549 mark. You're looking at the 2 carbon heads in around 499 for the max head. So really good price point. You will get that a little bit cheaper, a little bit more. It depends. They're just sort of standard RRPs on it. I've been fit into the core head, like Connor said. Yeah, I really liked it. There's nothing bad I could say about this club. For me personally, the only thing I'd change about this, looking down on it, I love the carbon. I just don't like red. As a Leeds fan, I don't do red. So yeah, the little red bits, I just love how uncluttered the club head is looking down at. Again, carbon pops. This face really does has pop. So what Wilson have done with stripping that weight out of the heel side, you can really feel it. Like, I'm a 5'6" handicapper, and this does go toe to toe with anything that I've hit this year. They do need to get a little bit of tour adoption to really take Wilson drivers to the next level. I'm hoping 2025 will be the year we see that. Paddy Harrington, if you're watching, get the LS in your bag. It's definitely going to stand toe to toe with what you're using. So yeah, let's see where Wilson go for this year, but for me, it's a thumbs up.